Hello students, good morning. How are you all? Hope you are all fine. Okay. And last session we have seen linked list introduction part. Yes. So what is the drawback of array? How we can overcome with linked list? And also we have seen few drawbacks of linked list also. Yes. And we have seen some logical concepts, how to insert nodes into linked list. And today we'll see how to do with programming concept in C language. We'll see one by one. Yes, many operations we can do with single linked list. We can create a list, we can insert a node, and last session itself I think we have seen we can insert a node at first position or in middle position or at the last position. In same way you can delete a node at first position or in middle position or at last position also, and you can traverse through the linked list from the first node till the end node. Okay, and this is very important part to understand linked list structure. You have to understand this. Okay, structure definition. I think you all might have studied about structure in C programming subject. Yes, what is structure? Any idea why we have to use that? What is that? First of all, it is just a user defined data type. We can use in C and C++ also. Yes. So what is the purpose? Actually, a structure creates a data type that can be used to group items of possibly different types into a single type. That is, different types into a single type. We'll see. We have discussed a node is an elementary part of our linked list. Yes, that is, it consists of both data part and reference part. Correct. So this may be an integer or character, and this is an address pointer pointing to a different node. So we have to have some structure type which possibly have different types into a single node. Yes. So for that we have to use structure here. So you may know the syntax for that: structure, structure name. Okay, this is the syntax to create structure, structure name. We'll try to create a structure for a single node. So what a node consists of? Data and the address bar. So first one is, it may be integer data or character data, as our wish we can do int data, and what is that next part? Int data, also address part. It is not simply address, it is an address which is pointing to the next node. Correct, the address which is pointing to the next node itself. So it is a pointer of the whole structure itself, whole node itself. So struct name, and you are declaring with the pointer variable, because this is a pointer variable which is pointing to the another complete node itself. So only two data we can have inside this node. One is data part, another one is structure part. This is program concept, how we can define a structure. Okay, and next is an important term, type def struct name node. What is the use of type def? Definitely you might have studied, because it is a keyword which is used to assign a new name to a type. See, while creating variable, how you will create a structure variable? Struct name, and you will give the variable name. So instead of typing a whole thing, I am just making a new node to it. So just node. Instead of typing a whole thing, it is enough to type node. That is why I am using type def. It is a keyword which is used to assign a new name to a type. Okay, it's like alias. Okay. Next, last class itself we have seen head node is very much important, which is pointing to the first node of the linked list. Correct. So initially we are just making as null. Starting node as a null, because still we didn't create any node, so we are making it as a null node. Okay, you understood? This is a structure definition of a singly linked list. Okay, that is struct name. We should have two parts. One is data part, another one is link part. Link is not just link, that link is completely referring to another node, so it should be a structure type. So struct name, and we are referring the pointer. Okay, for data we are naming it as data, and to refer the address we are using the next keyword. Okay. Next, we will try to see how to create a node for a single linked list. How I can create a node. We will see how to create a node in C. So this is a method to create a node. Okay. For example, if you want to return an integer pointer in a function, how you will give? You will give int star. Yes. You want to return something, integer pointer or character pointer or float pointer, you will give float star. If it is integer, you will give int star. Yes, in the same way, I am going to return a new node itself. That is, it is a node type. Yes, just now we have seen node, we renamed it as a node. So I am going to return a node itself. So I am mentioning node star. Okay, this is the return type. Why I mention node star? Understood? If it is int, you will give int star. Now it is a structure type. That is, I named it as a node. So node star. So we will see how to create a new node. Okay. So what is that node star new node? And I am using malloc function and all. So you just recall how you created dynamic memory allocation for integer variable. Can you recall? For example, what you will do? Int. For example, you want to allocate integer memory allocation. Okay. How you will go? Int star p, for example. Okay. And that p is equal to int star, you will give, yes, int star malloc of size of int, like that you will give. Okay. In same way, instead of int, here we are using node data type. Yes, here it is our structure data type. So we have, instead of int star or char star, we are using node star. Node star, we are creating new variable name and we are allocating memory size of node. How many memory size? That is, it should contain for both data and for reference part. Okay. What is this node star? Any idea what is node star? In memory allocation, you will give int star like that and all, correct? So what is that node star? Initially, that is malloc method in C, which is used to dynamically allocate a single large block of memory with a specified size. Correct? I can create 100 blocks of memory, 50 blocks of memory. Initially, it returns a pointer of type void. Okay, so which can be cast into a pointer of any form. So for casting, I am using node star. Understood this line? So I'm just printing enter data and using scanf I am reading one data for that node. So to access, where is that? To access members of a structure using pointers, we can use this arrow operator. To access member of structure using pointers, we can use this arrow operator. Okay. And initially I am reading data value and next part, the new node's next part I am making as null. Okay. Because last class itself we have seen, usually whenever you are creating new node, the reference part will be null. So later on we will know which address we can put. And I am returning new node. I am returning that new node's address. Okay. This part you understood? See why I am explaining this much clear. If you understood this concept, the basic thing, then I don't want to explain the forthcoming classes in very. Okay. So you itself understand how these things are happening. Okay. So that you should understand this basic things very clearly. Okay. So what we have seen, the structure definition, struct name, and you have to create data part. You have to create room for data and also a reference part. Reference part is nothing but it is a reference to the whole node itself. Okay. And how to create a node. So first you are allocating memory using malloc and you are reading value and that reference you are making it as null and you are returning that node. Understood? And next, how we can create a single linked list with n number of nodes. Just we have seen only one node. So how we can create n number of nodes? Okay, we'll see that. For example, for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So for example, I want to create 3 nodes. Okay, or 2 nodes. For simplification, we'll make it as a 2 node. Okay, I'll try to show an example. I'll just make you understand better. See, I'll just clear everything. Okay, see, initially I am calling this function create list. So node star new node, so we are creating two node variables. We'll see what is the purpose of that. For I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. For example, n I am giving 2. Just for simplification, I am giving 2. So 2 nodes I should create. So what is that? What I'm for loop will be executing here. New node is equal to get node. Just now we have seen what is the purpose of get node method. Yes, you understood very well. So it will come here, it will create a node and it will return that node. Yes. So it will return that node here. Okay. For example, it created a node. Okay. And in that method, we might have put one value and the reference spot. What is the value of reference spot? Obviously, it assigned to the null and it will return this new node. Correct. Say example, the new node's address is 100. Okay, this is what will happen in this get node. Yes, it will create a node and it will read data input and it will put the next part, that is address part as a null. Then it will return the address of this new node. Okay. Okay. Now, if start is equal to null. Anyway, initially start value will be null. We are checking whether if start is equal to null. Yes, start is equal to null. So now we created one new node. So what is the value of start? Obviously, correct. So the value of the first node will be the start value. It means now this node is the starting node. Okay. So what it means, now we are making connection. What is that? I couldn't find the shapes. Okay, believe. So we are just making connection between the start node and this node. Okay. And next what will happen? Again it will execute. I value will be 1. So initially I is 0, I value will be 1. And again it will come whether it start is equal to null. No, it is not equal to null because we created one node. Now the start value is 100. So what will happen? It will come to next node. So what will happen? We are using one temporary variable. Okay. So we are assigning a start value to the temporary variable, and while temps next not is equal to null. Why this step means while adding you have to reach the end. For example, here only one element, so no issues. If there are 3 nodes or if there are 4 nodes, you have to reach the end to insert an element. That is why to reach the end node we are using this while loop. Okay, so what will happen? Again this be executed. Again I am creating one new node. Correct? Again I am creating new node. So it will return this new node's address. For example, say for example 200. Say for example I put value 20. I put value 20. Okay, what I am doing? Temp is equal. The value of start will be put into temp. Okay, now temp is 100. While temps next not equal to. What is temps next? Temp is 100. What is temps next? Null. So initially only one element, so it will be null only. So the next statement won't be executed. So again it will come. What will happen? The new node address will be put into temps next. What is the new node address? 200. So it will put into temps next. So now the null will become 200. So the link between, that is the first node is getting linked to the second node. Understood? For example, if n equal to 3, we'll just, so again it will loop will be executed. So I will become 2. So again it will check, it will create a new node. Yes, it will create new node. Okay, say for example, while creating new node I am putting value as 30. Say for example the address, it returns the address of this node, for example 300. Okay, now again, so n is equal to 3, I is equal to 2 now. So if start is equal to null, it will check whether start is equal to null. No, because already we have two elements. Else but it will come here. So we are assigning start value to temp. So start will be 100. While temps next not equal to null. So this is temp now. What is temps next? 200. Whether it is null? No. So if it is not null, what we have to move to next. So to move to next, what I am making? Temp is equal to temps next. What is temps next? 200. So I am moving to this node. Now again I am checking. So now it becomes temp. Yes, temp become 200 now. So what is temps next? Null. Whether temps next is null? Yes. Null means then this line would be executed. So what I am putting? New node's address I am putting into temps next. What is new node's address? 300. So I am putting new node's address into. Understood? So now automatically I am just connected with all the nodes. Okay, I hope you understood well. Okay, so this is how we can create a number of nodes in a single linked list. Got it? Next, inserting a node at the beginning. So why I explained with the example, because these things and all you don't need much explanation. You will understand better. Okay, we'll see whether you will understand or not. Inserting a node at the beginning. So at the beginning means it should become a starting node. Yes, it should become a starting node. And in this first node's reference part, I should put the older first node. Correct? So we will see. As usual, node star new node is equal to get node. So this method what will do? It will create a new node and it will return the address of the new node. Okay. I am checking if start is equal to null. No, start is not equal to null. Already 4 elements are there. So start is initially it was 100 before inserting this node. Okay, so since it is not equal to null, it will come to else part. Else part is what? New nodes next. That is the value of start I am putting into new nodes next. What is start value? 100. So this 100 I am putting into new nodes next. So obviously this node will become first and it had connection with the next node. Also this node should become a first node. So what I am doing? This node's address I am putting in the start node. Understood? So two things you done. One is the earlier first node's address you should put here so that this node have a connection to this node. Also you should make this as the first node. So this node's address you are putting in starting. Got it? Next, inserting node at the end. Very easy. So for that what you should do? First you should reach the end. Then you have to make connection. Okay. To reach the end only we are having this looping part. So initial starting value you are putting into temp. Starting value is 100. You are putting into temp. And temps next you are checking whether temps next not equal to null. Till that what you have to do? If temps next equal to null means it is the last node. Okay. So till that you have to travel. So I am just checking whether temps next equal to null. No. So I am just traveling to temps next. Again it is not equal to null. Again I am traveling to temps next. Again it is not equal to null. I am traveling to temps next. Earlier it was null. So I am stopping and I am just making connection to the new created node. So this new node's address I should put here. Then new node's reference part or address part should be null because it will be the last node. Okay. So when you are inserting a node at the end, you have to travel till the end, then make a correction. Inserting a node at an intermediate position. So little more concept you have to understand. For example, I want to insert at the second position. Here you are giving a position. So for example, I am inserting at the second position. So okay. So for that you want to travel from the beginning to that position. Okay. For example, here I want to insert. So what are the things you have to do? This node's address you have to put here. Okay. And the next node's address you have to put here. So these are the changes you want to be done. So what are all the value you want to know? You have to track the previous node. Also you want to track the next node. So that only you can make these many changes. So to track the previous node and the next node, we are using two variables, previous and temp. Okay. And one more thing, before you are entering into the middle position or intermediate position, you are checking whether the position is correct or not. Okay, for example, only 4 nodes are here. I am giving 6th position, so definitely it is not the correct position. So that also we have to check. Okay. So I am just checking. For that, as usual, I'm calling get node, so it will return new node. Okay, and I am reading position also, which position I should enter, and I'm reading I'm just calling the count node method also. I will send the full node so that you will understand this method definition also. Count node is nothing but it will return the number of nodes here. Okay, so first and foremost step is I am just checking whether position is correct or not. It should be greater than 1. Also it should be less than node counter. If it is 4 nodes are there, so definitely second position or third position only I can insert. Correct. So for that, initially I told we need two variables. So two variable I am initialized to start. What is the purpose of these two variable? If you want to insert in between, you need to track the previous node. Also you need to track the next node. For that only we need two variables. So I am just checking whether the CTR less than position. CTR is what? The position. I'm sorry, CTR initially it is 1. Position what we get entered. So till that we are checking whether, for example, if it is second position, till second position the loop will be executed. So if we reach this position, it will stop here. That is why we are having one more while loop here. So each and every step we are changing the previous value and the temp value. So when we reach the second position, previous value will be this node, that is 200. The temp value will be this node, that is 300. So what are the changes we have to do? New node's address we have to put in previous, next. Also the temp address you have to put in new nodes next. That's all. Understood? So little more logic here you have to understand, but very easy. You don't need to mark up at all. Very easy. You have to track previous node and temp node, and you are making changes. That's all. In same way, we can delete at beginning, or we can delete at the end, or you can delete at the intermediate position also. How you can delete a node at the beginning? So first understand logic. If I want to delete this node at the beginning, so obviously this will become first node. Exactly. And I should make this address in the starting or in header node. That's all. See, again I am checking whether starting terminal means there is no more nodes. So no nodes are exist. Else what I should do? I am just changing the start. Changing start means this node will be no more. So this first node's reference part will be the first node now. Yes. So I am just this node's next I am putting into starting value. That is why that is what I am doing here. Also I can free that memory now. So this is what one important step or important advantage in linked list. If you don't want to use further, we can use free to free that memory. Okay. Next, deleting a node at the end. Okay. At the end means first of all you have to reach at the till the end. So for that in insertion also same thing we have done. So for that you have to make travel to reach till the end. That is what we are using this while loop. That is still not equal to null. You just traveling. Okay, using while loop, and this node will be previous node and this node will be temporary node now. Correct. While traveling, this will become previous. This will become temporary. So what is the change you have to do? This previous node next will become null, and you can free this temporary node. That is why we are using these two variables, previous and temp. Okay. Why we are putting null? Now this previous node will become last node if we delete this. Correct. That is why we are maintaining both variables. One is previous and another one is temp. So we have to reach till the end, that is still not equal to null. You have to travel using this while loop. Once you reach that last node, you are changing these things. Understood? Hence, again, deleting a node at an intermediate position. Same thing what you have done in insertion also. First you have to reach that position, okay, and you should know this previous node and the next node, okay. Then only you can, after deleting what you have to do after deleting, This nodes, the node which you are going to delete, that node's reference part you have to put in this previous node. That is, then only these two nodes will get connected. Understood? We'll see how we are doing. As usual, you are getting the count node, you are getting the position, everything same as in session. You are traveling till that position, and you are what you have to do, only one changes. Okay, so I told this will be your previous node, this will be your temporary node. What changes you are doing? You are taking the temporary node's next value and you are putting into previous node's next. That's all. And you are freeing this temporary node. That's all. Understood? So if it is intermediate node, first you have to check the position and you have to travel till that position, and then you are making changes. That's all. Understood? And next is very easier thing, how to traverse and displaying list. So anyway, how to travel? Anyway, the last node's address will be null. So that is clue point we have. So till we reach that null, we have to travel. And if start equal, definitely there is no more element, so we can print empty list. Else, while temp not equal to, what is temp? Initially it will assign with start value. So not equal to null, we are just changing the temp value. We are printing the data, and then we are moving temp to temps next. That is till the last node it will travel, and also it is displaying the value. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Please go through all the concepts what we have shared today, and see all the notes what I have shared, and please prepare for the exam. Don't waste the time.